Welcome to the JA Personal Finance Session 7 Volunteer Resource video. In this session, students will explore risk management strategies and better understand the role of personal responsibility in preventing financial loss. Prior to the lesson, be sure to prepare the risk management scenario cards by cutting them along the dotted lines. You'll also need to bring in one piece of blank paper for each student in order for them to complete the sprint activity. If this is your final JA session, think about and plan how the session will end, including graduation. As your class begins, greet students and review the previous session, including smart shopping techniques. During the warm-up, the concepts of risk and risk management are discussed. Share a personal example of risk and financial loss that you have experienced or heard about. Using the talking points in the volunteer guide, lead students in a discussion about unavoidable risk and the role of personal responsibility in avoiding risk. Introduce students to the 4 main strategies for risk management. During the first activity, students will enjoy a pantomime game. The game will take about 20 minutes, during which they act out scenarios that show risks that typically affect personal finances. Divide students into groups of 3 or 4 and give each group a risk management scenario card. Give the groups 5 minutes to prepare. Then, to start the game, select one group to present their pantomime while the other groups try to guess the loss. The first group to correctly guess and list one of the strategies that could have lowered the risk receives 5 points. Complete instructions and examples are provided in your volunteer guide. Next, students play a risk management trivia game. They'll each need a blank piece of paper for this activity, which they'll fold into 4 sections. You'll share a question about risk management, and students will have 10 seconds to write their answer in a section of the paper. 1 point is awarded for each correct answer. Use the last 5 minutes of class time to emphasize today's key learning points. If you'll return for one more session, tell the students that during your last visit they'll be talking about investing. And if this is your final visit, distribute the signed certificates to students. Share any treats that you may have chosen to bring in, but remember this is optional. We hope that you've enjoyed your time in the classroom. If you'll return for session 8, please watch that resource video as you prepare. Thank you for being a Junior Achievement Volunteer.